Okay, since nobody was answering my community post, I'm going to be doing non-binary genders. By the way, this video is going to be freaking long. So, if you don't want a long video, that's okay. I can make little clips of this video. Let's go. Okay, let's start off with non-binary itself. Non-binary is an umbrella term for every gender in the non-binary spectrum, which is a sub-umbrella underneath a trans umbrella. People who are non-binary can identify as trans or identify as non-binary itself. They don't have to pick a specific gender underneath the umbrella. Some people say that non-binary is interchangeable with genderqueer, which is someone whose gender is not binary or is not just one gender. Okay, the demigenders. So up here we have demi-non-binary, which means you partially connect to the non-binary, but there's another area that's static. This is demi-girl flag. It's literally the same, but you're more connected to girl. Same thing with demi-boy. You're more connected with boy. You're more connected with the male gender. And then here's demi-agender, which means you're more connected with no gender, but you also have another gender. That's demigender. Speaking of agender, this is the agender flag. I am agender myself, so this is my flag. People who are agender they identify without a gender. So they don't want to be classified with a gender. We just use this term to show how we feel about gender. Gender fluid. Gender fluid people have their gender be fluid, so that means their gender can be boy one day, then a few days later it's going to be girl, and then another day later it can probably be like a gender, and then a few days it can be gender flux. We're going to get to gender flux. So, yeah. Pangender. Pangender is when a person feels like their gender is every gender, including undiscovered genders or terms that aren't used. So pangender people feel like they are every gender, and they can use any pronouns. I forgot to say that for the other things. People who identify under the non-binary umbrella can use any pronouns. Doesn't have to be specific. By gender, when somebody has two genders. If it was exactly two genders, I think it would be digender or degender. I don't know the flag right now. I don't know if that exists, but I'm putting bigender here for two genders. It could be more than two genders if the person feels like it, but for this we're gonna say two genders. Omnigender. Omnigender means that somebody has a lot of genders. I haven't dug deep into what this one means. I know the difference between pansexual and omnisexual, but I don't think that also applies for pangender and omnigender. But omnigender means you have a lot of genders. Polygender. Polygender means you have many but not all genders, or you identify with many but not all genders. Last but not least, gender flux. Gender flux is when your gender fluctuates between when you're fully a gender, a demigender, to agender. So like if you're boy flux, that means you can go from full manhood to demi boy to agender, and if you're girl flux, you could go from full womanhood to demi girl to agender. There's many ways to be gender flux. And that concludes our video. Thank you for watching. It's been a long video. Okay, bye.